Okay, what does this rare do? Clones something. It's a spell, so that matters for blue-red spells. If you can pay red-green, it also fights something. So, I mean, cloning the best creature is pretty cool. I wonder how this works with Mutate. I wonder if you get all of the abilities that it has. I would think that you do. That would be pretty unintuitive if they made this card and it doesn't let you copy a big Mutate stack. I'm going to take it. There's nothing else here that we care about a ton. I guess there's Valiant Rescuer, one of the better cycling payoffs for sure. It's quite a good one, actually. I wonder if it's better than this rare. We'll give the rare a shot. Haven't played with it yet. Want to find out how it works. But Valiant Rescuer would be the other first pick out of this pack, I think. All right, there's a Blood Curdle, probably the best common in the set. There's also an Essence Symbiote, which fits into sort of a blue-green Mutate deck. There's also a Ram Through, so this pack's got a lot to offer. I think we'll just grab the Blood Curdle. It's splashable removal. We're happy to play it in pretty much any deck. And there's a lot of good cards in this pack, so if we wheel something like Facet Reader or Essence Symbiote, we're going to be pretty excited about that. But we'll take the Curdle for now. Alrighty, we got Necropanther as a sort of easier to cast-ish kind of black Mutator. We could just play this as a 2BB Mutator if we want. That's nothing wrong with doing that. There's a Ram Through, and there's what else? There's an Of One Mind. I don't think I'm on Of One Mind over Ram Through or Necropanther. Dranith Stinger, also pretty sweet. I think given that we have a good blue card and a good black card, we're kind of not necessarily interested in playing an aggressive red deck. I think Necropanther's the pick here. It's on color with Blood Curdle, but it's close between that and Ram Through. I think that's about it that we're really considering this pack. See where we end up. We got a dual land if we want to get into some Sultai action. We've got a second Blood Curdle, and we've got a Dead Weight. Yeah, I think I'm on Blood Curdle as now a clear better common than Dead Weight. Do you want the second Curdle over the first Dead Weight? I think you do. I think you do. Just being able to actually... You agree with the last pick, gentlemen? All right, right on. Well, that makes me feel better about it. Still trying to navigate this format and figure out what's happening. I think it seems to me, based on what I've been reading and listening that you need to really be trying to make a deck and not just sort of a pile of good cards. So... fortunately for us, we're drafting a lot of flexible things right now, so we can sort of just see what lane presents itself and sort of go from there. But yeah, I think the second Curdle is still better than the first Dead Weight. So I was a little bit wrong about the pick order for those. All right, so we've got a Fertilid that can enable Necropanther. I think I was a little bit low on Fertilid. It's kind of like a little Ivy Elemental with some upside. That being said, there is a Ram Through here, which... seems to be a green signal to me, so I'm pretty interested in grabbing that. We haven't really been seeing blue, so maybe we're going to end up into some kind of sort of black green deck. None of these red cards are very exciting. We would take this Go for Blood if we had started with that human 3/1 cycler and picked up the Dranith Stinger and stuff like that. But I think it's just Ram Through here. Alert Heed Bonder's pretty good. Keep wanting to call it Heal Bonder. Doesn't make any sense, but... anyways, you like Fertilid, eh? Alright, and you're forcing me to make the pick. We're taking it. We're taking the Fertilid over the... I just caught that just in time. We're taking the Fertilid over the Ram Through there. So, would like to hear your reasoning on that one. I'm assuming just to enable... Mutate, enable Splash, stay open, etc., etc. I could definitely get behind that. Best card here is very clearly Essence Scatter. I don't think this is close, actually, at all. Interesting that there's an Essence Scatter this late. Maybe the blue-green Splash Black Dream can happen. Survivor's Bond, kind of, I haven't really seen it do much yet. So yeah, let's take the scatter. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We'll do a little code giveaway in just a minute here when we finish this draft. All right, so there's a Lead the Stampede, which I'm mildly interested in. I mean, we've got 2 Curdles and a Mythos. We don't really want to sort of go over those and not be able to grab them with Lead. But other than that, there's just Gust of Wind, and that's kind of it. We're not really in white. So I think this is between Gust and Lead. So far, we don't have any creatures with flying. I think we'll take the Lead. If we end up in a heavy creature deck where this is able to draw us 2 or 3 creatures, we're gonna be happy to play it. I don't think it's an amazing card, but I think it's pickable and playable. Some late white stuff going on here. This is pick 8, so we're not seeing that. The next pack would be the 3/1 human. If that wheels, that would be kind of insane, wouldn't it? Can we hedge towards that by taking Drannith Healer, or do we just take Corpse Churn? Do we just take Corpse Churn here and just lean into black a little bit more? I think we're pretty far away from playing a 2-mana 2/2 in white. Okay, the 3/1 dude did not wheel. Lurking Deadeye, not a great card, but it can trade 1 for 1. I'm down to take it. I don't think we want Adventurous Impulse all that much. We don't really want Lurking Deadeye either because it's a human. Nothing else really here for us. The crystals I'm not super interested in. All right, Facet Reader wheeled. Does this mean that nobody's playing blue? There's also Call of the Death Dweller. Goes pretty well with Corpse Churn, which we did grab. We don't have a lot of... well, I mean, get Necropanther back with it, Fertilid back with it. I think I like Facet Reader a little bit more. This card seems to be available pretty late, too. But that could be a close one. Another Corpse Churn. Not really interested in the second Corpse Churn. I think I'm going to take this Goriak as a bad Mutate enabler. But we're in the colors for Reanimator here. If we want to pick up something like an Unbreakable Bond, I think is the card I'm thinking of. All right, Crystal. I guess we could take. Doesn't look like we're a Whisper Squad deck, so yeah, we'll grab a Crystal here. A little bit of medium fixing. Blade Banish we could potentially play. Mutual Destruction. We don't have a lot of bad cards to sacrifice or tokens at the moment. But yeah, sure. Whatever. And Fangs might be playable. All right. So we got a Felidar here. If we want to go into Abzan colors, this card's pretty powerful. It's a pretty big body on its own, and then being able to just tap stuff down is pretty nice. We've got a Goriak that has Vigilance, and that's it at the moment. There's a Shore Shark. If we want to stick with blue. Splash the rare if we can. What do you think about Shore Shark here? This is a pretty nice Mutate payoff. It's not as good, I don't think, as the hey Bash Bob, what's up? Good morning. It's not as good as the big Leviathan one. I think if it was the big Leviathan, I would want to take that. All right, dual land, tri-land rather. Void Beckoner, definitely playable. Heron, I like quite a bit. There's a lot going on here. So where do we stand here? Now we're sort of in 4 colors right now. We don't have any fixing except for Fertilid, which I'm glad we did pick up. That was a good call on the part of Gelman. Are we on Heron here? I love Heron. I think flying is so good. Void Beckoner would be my second choice. Triumph maybe be my second choice. We saw a lot of late blue last pack. We have an awesome blue card. You would have picked Shark. Yeah. I think it was quite close. We did see a lot of white later on. We got the Necropanther as well. So I like Heron here, though. All right, so there's a dead weight. There's a Wilds, which we might just need to take here just to make sure our mana can work. Because we're already in... I don't know. I don't even know what our base color is. It's like maybe we're green. I guess we're green, blue, splashing black at the moment. We do have a Fertilid, which is something. There's the 11/11 Trample. We don't have the reanimation spell yet, so I'm not willing to go in that direction. There's a Fertilid as well as this Wilds here. I think we just need the Wilds just to make sure that our mana works. Maybe I'm taking it too early. There's Deadweight, there's Fertilid. Those are the other two cards I'm looking at, but it feels like we need the mana fixing here. Fertilid for Gelman. Might wheel it. I've seen it go late. Well, hopefully we will see it later on. Cavern Whisper, not the best of the mutators, but still solid. Still solid for sure. It's better than all of these green cards, I would think. It's a little bit of synergy for us with the Goriak and the Felidar, of course. I think I just like the Whisperer here, though. We are in need of cards like Essence Symbiote, both of the blue and the green Symbiote, the black Boot Nipper. That's true, Bash Bob. Yeah, I hear you there. My thinking with Evolving Wilds is we just want to... we need to actually have the right colors of mana in play to cast Fertilid in the first place. That's what I'm worried about. But I definitely agree with both of you on that pick, and that definitely could have been a wrong pick. We'll take another Heron here. Pretty psyched about that. I think it's I think we're more in the market for a Heron than a Deadweight right now. We got double Curdle. Got Mutual Destruction if we end up in a spot where we can play it. But yeah, I'm with you guys on the maybe the Fertile is just a lot better than I thought. That's true. Yeah, you do end up with you do end up good unplayable. So if you can take a card that fills a land slot, tends to be pretty sweet. So I'm not super psyched about Night Squad Commando. We don't really have human synergies going on. Not super psyched about Insatiable Hemophage either, but, you know, its floor is still a 3/3 Death Touch for 4 mana, which is not horrendous. If you're mutating it out, it's also pretty good. Not excited to take it, but I think it fits the theme of our deck. We're quite in need of Mutate Enablers. We would take the Egg here or the any of the bad low drop Mutate Enablers, such as the Scorpion, which is one of the pretty bad ones. But there's not really anything else here that we're taking it over. There's a Anticipate, but we already have double Heron, Facet Reader. We're not looking to splash reds. We need to take this dual land. So, not psyched about the Scorpion, but it might be a necessary evil here. Not trying to splash red at the moment. Not cycling. Just take another Whisperer. Not a very exciting card. But nothing else that we're super interested in. We're pretty good for 3s. I don't think we need Night Squad Commando. I think this Cavern Whisperer might end up not making the deck, but hard to imagine we're playing a Flycatcher Giraffid. It doesn't get Vigilance either. Well, Parrot's worth splashing for. Want to go all the way here with 5 colors. There's nothing else for us in the pack, so I'm willing to take it, and maybe we end up there. Likely we don't, but I don't think Impulse is what we want. I think we can get those later. I'm going to play a Memory Leak in this deck. cycles for 1, so pretty low cost, and sometimes you nab their best thing. I'm willing to maybe give it a shot. 6 mana, 6/6 mammoth guy. I mean, our top at the top of our curve is pretty good. It's the bottom of our curve that we're most concerned about right now, I think. Well, Fertilid came back. I think this is pretty obviously what we want. Gust of Wind wouldn't be the worst either now that we got 2 flyers, but the fixing that this is going to provide might allow us to play this Parrot. Parrot's real good. If we end up with the Boot Nipper or the Glimmer Bell, Parrot's real strong. I mean, mutating a Cavern Whisperer on top of one of these would be pretty dope. We already have a Fangs. I guess we'll take a healer. We're not playing... There's no world where we're playing 2 Fangs. Not playing that card. Alright. Can we do this? Maybe. Maybe we can. There's a boon. There's a boon. There's a ram through. There's a dual land. There's a migration path, actually. Jeez. Kind of a lot going on here. 2 basic lands, put them into play tapped. Huh. Migration path does kind of tie this whole mess together. I think it's between the path and the boon. I don't think Eerie is quite what we want. Yeah, I'm with you, gentlemen. I think I think there's a chance we wheel this, but we need it pretty badly right now. Okay, there's the giant dude. There's Ominous Seas. Can we play Ominous Seas, or do we just want Glimmer Bell to enable the Herons and the Whispers? I think we just want the Bell here. It's too important. Also works with the Parrot. It's looking like we can make the Parrot happen. Fire Prophecy's not what we're looking for, though. If we're splashing red, it's just for this single Parrot, and we might not even do that. So I think we're so hard up for 2-drops and mutate stuff that we're going to take the Bell here. Yeah. I mean, it's possible we get Godzilla back if we... and if we pick up the reanimation spell, we'd be happy to play it at that point. But I'm not going to take it without having the back from the dead type spells. Okay, there's a Farfinder. It's pretty important to our deck. Mutate, enabling, fixing, etc., etc. We've got double Fertilid, migration path. I still think there's room for more fixing, especially with 4 mutators we want to enable. Ultimatum might come back. That's true. That is true. The other cards we're interested in here, Thieving Otter, Deadweight, of One Mind. Any of those would be happy to play, but I think we need to take this Farfinder. There's a little bit of synergy, too, with the Frontland Felidar as well. So I'm happy to pick up Finder here. Yeah, Void Beckoner's playable. There's a Mole for the self-mill action. Self-mill hasn't really come to pass with us. Unless we see Back for More or Unbreakable Bond, we're not particularly interested in self-mill. We've got a lot of good spells that we can't get back. I think Void Beckoner might make the deck, though. Not much else here. We've already got Memory Leak. So I'm into this. Ooh, baby. That's nice. That's real nice. So this Symbiote's doing everything we want to do. It's enabling Mutate. It's making it cheaper. It's fixing our draws and stuff as well a little bit. Pretty happy to see that one. There's another Farfinder. Fortunately, we did already pick one up, so we're not in super dire need right now. So it looks like we're blue-green splashing all the other colors, or black and white at least. I think we'd splash white before we'd splash red at the moment. If we end up with the Death Touch guy, or maybe another Glimmer Bell, we'd the Parrot might become more important than the Felidar, but we also have the Panther. Probably just take the land here. We don't have any lands other than Evolving Wilds. None of these cards are very good, so yeah, it's pretty easy. Fix our mana a little bit. Another mana fix, love that. This is Scatter though. Scatter and a Nipper. Those are both cards we want. Jeez. Given that black is not feeling like a main color, I don't know if... Is Nipper the card we want? Or is Scatter? I think we'll just take the land. We've got a lot of playables here. Just want to make sure we can cast our spells. That's tough to pass up on those, of course, but Dead Weight coming around real late. We can't take it. We need to take the Symbiote. It's too good. Too good. Wouldn't mind like one more removal spell though, but I think the enablement, the Parrot's done work for me. I had it on a Glimmerbell, and I think it was a Glimmerbell and a Heron already, so it mutated twice. Yeah, the ultimatum did come back. Do you want to try for that? I don't need any of these other cards. We'll see if we can make it work. We don't really have the self-mill to do much with this, though. Take it for the collection, at the very least. Another land. Don't think we need this Mammoth. Down to play the land here. Alright, Call of the Death Dweller or Of One Mind. Don't have a lot of card draw yet. I think I'm down to take Of One Mind here. Call's pretty good. I mean, it's going to get back... It's going to get back to... it's going to get back like a single creature. It's not amazing. Not amazing. Okay, Leak, sure, we're not going to play 2, but that's all that's there. Convolute, doesn't matter. None of these matter. None of these matter. All right. Mutual Destruction doesn't look like it's going to make the deck. Scorpion, we don't need. Churn, we probably don't need. Fangs, we probably don't need. All right. Facet Reader, yes, 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 yes. Scatter for sure. Fertilids for sure. Caprador, probably not. Panther, yes. Farfinder, yes. Draw Spell, yes. Memory Leak, maybe. Lead Stampede, probably not. Crystal, probably not. Hemophage, yes. Deadeye, maybe. Yes, yes. Definitely playing Migration Path. Definitely playing all of these. So we're probably cutting the Deadeye, I guess. Or the Memory Leak. How many creatures are we playing? 17. I mean, we could play Lead the Stampede. In a 17 creature deck. Maybe we cut Of One Mind. What is the last cut here? Is it just Deadeye? We got one white card. So we don't need to play more than one planes. The moment we've got 5, 6, only blue sources, so we need more blue. 6 blue sources, 7. How many green here? 3, 4, 5, 6 only. We need more than that. I guess we'd cut a swamp for a forest. Don't think we're supposed to play 18 in this deck, though. I think we just cut Memory Leak. Although... it's either Memory Leak or Deadeye that's getting cut. So, anybody think we should play the Parrot? Or are we just, no Parrot? No to the Parrot? We got double Fertilid, Evolving Wilds, Farfinder, Migration Path. We got a lot of ways to find lands. We don't have any synergies with this, except for Glimmerbell, though. So, yeah, I'm willing to leave it in the board. So we cut Memory Leak. We're keeping Deadeye in instead. Deadeye's pretty good with Parrot. So now we're at 17 creatures. I'm kind of down to try Lead instead of One Mind, maybe? Or maybe instead of lurking, but the more creatures we cut, the worse it gets. I'm going to try it instead of One Mind. That might be insane. Alright. And we're going to run with this. We could play this ultimatum, though. Couldn't we? You're scared for this deck for the reason we don't seem to have a main color. In my brain, so this is a black card. So that's a little bit awkward. Yeah, we are kind of straight 3. Well, in my brain, we're blue-green, right? Our early game consists of, can we get down a blue or a green card? And then we're trying to sort of hit these black guys off of a medium-ish black splash. Necropanther's a little awkward. Double black might be tough. Maybe we're supposed to cut it. We got a lot of fixing, though. Double Fertilid, Farfinder, Evolving Wilds. We have the duels as well. I'm going to give it a shot like this. I think the ultimatum might be able to get in there, but that's asking a lot. Triple black, double white. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough to do. Cut the plains. We can't cut the plains. We need it for Wilds, Farfinder, Fertilid, Migration Path. We gotta have a way to get white. There's gonna be too many times when we end up with Felidar. We can't cast it. Swamp, 6 black sources, 4, 5, 6, 7 green. I could see cutting a swamp. Because the most important thing is to get Fertilids and Migration Paths happening. So that single green mana is going to do a lot for us. 7, 5, 6, 7 blue sources. 4, 5, 6, 7 green. I think I'm going to cut a swamp for a forest. Panther's a bit awkward. We might need to give up on the Panther. Anyways, let's try. We go first. Green, blue. We've got a couple of fixers. Oh, we gotta install updates and stuff. All right. Well, we need to draw a third land, but that's magic, you know. Sometimes you just need to draw a third land. I don't think this is a mulligan. Facet Reader's nice. If we don't hit our land drop, we can either cycle Migration Path or use Facet Reader. What's up, R42? Welcome. Got a Rally of Wings. Sweet. Well, this is awkward. So what can we do here? We could cycle Migration Path. We could just play Glimmerbell. Or we could greedily loot with Facet Reader. Try to hit a land drop for Glimmerbell. And cast it. Seems a little bit greedy. 31 cards in the deck. We may not hit a land that can actually cast the bell, but I think I would rather use Facet Reader than cycle the path. Just because if we do draw the land, we'll have the ability to play. That's the play I want to make. I mean, I think just playing Glimmerbell doesn't do much, so... Alright, missed. I guess we'll discard the path anyways, but I think it's better to do that just in case we do hit the untapped land. We can cast Glimmerbell that way. But we're falling a little bit behind here. Still can't hit that land. Awkward. I guess we'll just do the same thing. I mean, we need to hit lands here. Can't do it. Don't really want to discard Glimmerbell. I guess we can discard the Goriak. Kind of the least exciting of the cards. Either that or the Fertilid. I guess we'll go with the Goriak. Thank goodness we have this Facet Reader. We would be certainly losing this game if not. Any land at all. Fortunately, our opponent's not doing a ton right now. Thank you so much. Okay. So we could far find, or we can fertilid. I think we want to far find. And we got to just make sure that we have the right colors to do what we want to do next turn. So I believe the plan is going to be both symbiotes next turn. Which means we could get a white source and still be able to do that. Or we go for a blue source so that we can cast Mythos of Aluna. I think we'll do the blue source since it's actually in our hand. We don't know if we're going to draw the white card or not. Pass the turn. Facet Reader blocks the 1/1. I'm down to block Boot Nipper as well with Farfinder. We're going to have a couple symbiotes next turn and start the mutate train. Hopefully. Our opponent could just play something nuts this turn and we'd be in pretty big trouble. We could copy it though. It's kind of cool. Maybe we're supposed to be splashing red just to get the potential bonus of this buddy here. Attack for 1. We'll take 1. We got some life gain in the works here. Okay, we could Heron. I think we're still wanting to symbiote, and then we can Heron next turn. That way we get to gain some life. We can attack for 1 here. This is a free attack. Opponent's got some removal maybe they want to use. Yeah, that is fortunate that they're not being very aggressive, and they're not in blue, so they're not going to be able to counter our stuff. So at least we'll get some enter the battlefield abilities, hopefully. All right, so we get to play Heron or Whisperer. Kind of like playing Whisperer here, since the opponent's clearly holding reactive spells. It's going to force them to use them if they don't want to discard, etc., etc. This is going to cost 3 only to mutate, but there's not really a way for us to maximize that. So I think we want to put it on the Farfinder. So we want both of these to live, if possible. I do want that Evolving Wilds. So we can pitch a Fertilid, I guess. We got 2 of them. Or maybe our opponent's just holding a bunch of lands. Yeah, they discard a land. Do we want to trade this for their Nipper? Not really. I mean, we can give it flying next turn, make them discard again. I think we'll just chill. I'd be okay trading Essence Symbiote for Boot Nipper. That'll allow us to start attacking with the Menace creature. Fair enough. It's a little bit annoying. Mutating now is not great because we don't want to discard. In terms of the looting, I mean, even if you loot with no cards in hand, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think. But you're right. I mean, any card we have to discard is a little bit awkward. But the more, I mean, even if you're looting with 4 great cards in your hand, and you draw another great card, you're still improving the quality of your hand, in my opinion. It is a little bit awkward, but I think it's just like, I don't think it's ever a bad thing. Do we want second black, or do we want to go white here? A little bit of tension, because if we draw the lion thing that reanimate stuff, we're going to want to be able to mutate it, which we can do with white mana, can't we? So yeah, let's definitely get a white. Alright, so we can Cavern Whisperer for the attack, Blood Curdle the Nipper, and get the 2 for 1. It's not really a 2 for 1. Don't really want to trade it, though. Maybe we just give Polywalk Symbiote Flying and just go for it that way. Or we play Glimmerbell, Mutate, but then we don't get to attack this turn. I think we'll just go... We'll just give Polywalk Symbiote Flying. I would rather save... I would rather save the Blood Curdle for an important spell of theirs. Land's pretty nice. We can pitch it though. We don't need it that badly. We're drawing more and more cards. And we can play Bell. Sham for 4. If they've got another arrow, that's fine. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. This is definitely... We're definitely just taking the damage if they attack here. This is probably a Lurking Deadeye or whatever. Boot Nipper I'd be fine with trading with, or just taking the damage again. We'll just take 1, no problem. This might be the Night Squad thing as well, actually. It's probably more likely it's that 2/3 guy. Pacifism is fine. So if they do have the 4/2 that kills something that's been dealt damage, if we attack them for 5... They have to play it in order to block. And then that's a 2 for 1. Or we just mutate Cavern Whisper, force them to play it. It's kind of the same thing. I guess if they don't have it, then... you know, that's pretty good too for us. So I guess we'll just put this Cavern Whisperer on the Bell here. I definitely want to spend white and double blue. Oh no, can't do that. Oops. Gotta spend some black here. And we get to dilute. So there it is. It's essentially the same thing as us just attacking. I think we're still gonna attack. Though, we'll get rid of this island. I don't need full control on. Yeah, resolve. Put it on top. Make them discard nothing. Go to attacks. If they want to double block, we're good with that. Otherwise, they're taking 9 damage, which we're also good with. I'm gonna take 9. Love it. Play Fertilid. Right on. So we were able to... I shouldn't speak too soon, but we were able to get out of a land screw situation. We got a little bit lucky. Our opponent flooded out. But we were able to get out of that without too much harm being done, thanks to the looter and... you know, stuff like Evolving Wilds, all the fixing really helped us a lot in this game, so... So... I want to see what happens if we copy this 4/4, if it has flying, if it has all these abilities. It's got flying, it's got menace, it's got untap. But is it a stack? It's not a stack. And when it mutates, they discard. Sweet. Fine with them double walking, I think. Yeah, we don't need to really offer that up, though. Let's get in with Fertilid as well, though. How have I been liking Best of One? I haven't minded it too much. I mean, it's nice that, like, it goes pretty fast. You can jump into another draft. I just like the human element so much. That's mainly what I'm psyched about. But yeah, I mean, I think if it were an option to play best of 3 ranked, I would do that. But I think the EV's a little bit better in best of 1, as far as I can tell. And it's the ranked format, and I was already halfway up the ladder, so I figured let's just keep it going. Okay, we got the answer for that. They're actually just dead on board because we have a couple of guys with Flying and Menace. Sweet. All right. Am I crazy for wanting to splash red here? And like go for because we got Mythos that wants the red mana, and we've got the Parrot, which goes with Glimmerbell. I don't know. Is it a big enough cost? What would we be cutting? Our mana's like a little bit precarious already. So 4 or 5 black sources. So we'd cut a swamp, I guess, go down to 4, add a mountain. And maybe we cut the Panther, since it's double off color. I want to try that. Call me crazy. I just want to be 5 colors, you know? Your deck is not good unless it's all 5 colors. There you go. See, now this looks impressive. Now this looks impressive. Opponent goes first. We've got Fixing. We're good with this hand. So we're getting an island, obviously, with Evolving Wilds, and probably playing Facet Reader or Glimmerbell on 2. Maybe Glimmerbell. So we're going to hopefully have Farfinder on 3. We'll see. If we don't draw the 3rd land by turn 2, we'll play Facet Reader to try and hit it. You think we're splashing for filler? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's also the thing that's sort of pulling me in that direction, though, is that the Mythos, the blue Mythos, is wanting for red as well. But and again, like, I don't know the math super well, but the Panther is double off color, whereas the Porcupine is single off color. We're gonna get a forest now because we've drawn our island, and we'll play Bell since it blocks this thing. Farfinder on 3, probably getting, like, now we don't have any double pips either, except for double blue. So this seems better to me, but black is more of a main color. Cycling Healer. So can we afford to block here? I think we can. I think we can, because we've got Farfinder, and then we've got Heron or whatever next. So let's see what they've got. Yeah, they don't even have anything anyways. Okay, so we'll go far and find. Don't know which color of land we want. Awkward. At this point, we only have 1 white pipped card in our deck. So we either want red or we want the second blue. I'm going to go for the red. So the only time we need the second blue is if we draw Mythos. Otherwise, everything else is single pipped in this deck. No attacks. They showed us that they don't have a combat trick last turn. So, do we want to play Heron or Whisper? I think we just want to play Whisper next turn. Whittle away at their hand. While it's got some value. Hey, hey! Here you go. Here you go, guys. Taste it. They can make dudes with this. 4/4 Vigi Menace is pretty good though. So Herring on the Glimmer Bell doesn't do anything. So we might just want to play lead next turn. Whoa, what does this do? Whenever non-human control attacks, look at the top 6. You may put a human. So they won't be able to do this turn. Is this indestructible? Oh, because of this guy. Jeez. Alright, so... that sucks. So we could attack... I guess we just kill General's Enforcer and we can attack for 4. At that point. We're playing lead with 17 creatures. Not sure if that's correct or not. Okay, we're all 5 colors. So we either kill Enforcer, attack for 4, or we put Heron on the Whisperer, make them discard, we draw, and attack for 4. Or we just play Heron. Or we play lead and Facet Reader. But then we can't attack. I think we're supposed to curdle here. This Enforcer is pretty annoying. Don't get the Menace counter in a place that matters, unfortunately, but they might be inclined to not attack with the 4/4 this turn. Yeah. Alright, well, we don't have double blue, so we can't symbiote and... we can't symbiote and cast Dreamtail Heron this turn. A little bit awkward. We just Blood Curdle and attack for 4. They still don't have a non-human, so maybe we just go Heron, make them discard. We draw. Maybe we hit a land. We still got a blocker. I don't mind that. It's a little bit awkward, but I'm assuming that their last card is something good. And we're gonna put it under. Yep. Okay, pretty lucky. Probably just Facet Reader here. We're gonna have mana for it soon. Let's get in for 4. Putting the Menace counter on the Menace creature block. Heartless Act. That's true. Good call. Yeah. Was not thinking about that at all. That's a very good point, Windraven. We're good to take 4 here. So we're attacking for 4 in the sky. Wouldn't mind holding up Blood Curdle. So we can play Symbiote, play the land, hold up Blood Curdle, I guess. Or we hold the land for Facet Reader, but I think we're good. I think we're down to just play it. coolest Sarah Angel ever. Or we attack first. Yeah, probably should. It's true. That's a bad habit. Hey Sand 101, what's up? Thank you. Yeah, this is the Wizards folks gave me this thing for the streamer early access event. What's up, Ian? So I've just been rocking it because it's way better than what I had before, which was essentially nothing. I think we just take 4 off of this. Or do we just kill it? I mean, they're not going to be able to follow it up with anything. They either have to have... Yeah, I guess we just kill it now. Yeah, they let me keep the... I guess I'll put it here since we did mention that might matter. They do let me keep the overlay. Overlay is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so we want to attack for 4. All right, they're scooping. Cool. We go first. We've got a bunch of lands and another way to find a land. We can mutate Heron. Do we keep this? Do we keep this hand? Yay or nay in the chat. It's essentially a 6-lander, but Farfinder lets us mutate. I think it's a keep. Okay, every land we draw is bad. Alright, we'll give it a try. We're on the play. So mulliganing is way worse. Bash Bob's in. Everybody's in. Alright. Windraven, I'm going to get you your code in just a sec here. Okay, we drew Essence Scatter. Not great right now, but maybe later it'll be good. We got to get an island with this. Yes. When would you want to decline that? That'd be horrible. All right, so let me know if that code works for you there, Windraven. Congratulations. What's up? Obviously, Nixilis. Love the name. Love the name. Keep on the play. Yeah, all right. I'm down for it. Okay, do we want to... I think this is a spot where we just want a Cavern Whisperer. Make their life awkward. So they either have to shoot down our Farfinder, which is a pain, or they're discarding something important. Thank you for the follow, obviously, Nixilis. Depose Deploy, that's not a bad one. Not a rare, unfortunately, but... Is Cardboard Live not working? Oh, I need to update. It's my bad. It's it'll be working in just a moment there, guys. Apologize for that. Should be on now if it's able to track what we've done since the update. Okay, opponent discards fully grown, not a super important card to them probably. Good, excellent, awesome. And they've had enough. All right. This hand is not very good, but we do have a 3-drop into either of our mutators. We've got mana. I think we have to keep this. It's a bit slow, to be sure. We need to get Swamp with Evolving Wilds. Yeah, and if they remove it in response, you still get to... obviously, yeah, keep the creature, which is dope. Okay, we got a Swamp here. Do we only have 1 Swamp in the deck? Is that where we're at? I thought we had 2 still. Alright. Sure, we'll go green next. So Facet Reader, pretty good. It's going to generate a lot of value. Honestly, wouldn't be nearly as much value if Farfinder wasn't always there. Oh yeah, Farfinder's the best. It's so true. Okay, Marmoset's super annoying. I think we still just play Goriak. Next turn we'll look to Cavern Whisperer if we can. Build a 4/4 Vigilance, make them discard. If they don't tap out, it's going to be a little bit awkward for us. Can't ever block this card. Marmoset is so good. Yeah, Farfinder is our boy. Damn it. Alright, well, we don't even have double blue. Don't know. I don't want to run a mutator into a counterspell. I guess let's start with an attack. I think we're just playing. I mean, we do have 3 giant mutate creatures. Maybe we just run it out. If it gets countered, it gets countered. We're gonna have to work our way through those. If we just play Glimmerbell, they might not bother countering it, and then they still get to use Facet Reader. Although they kind of missed out on using Facet Reader there. They should have done that. Take 2 again. So much better than Skittering Surveyor for this set, says Windraven. And Surveyor was nuts. Surveyor was nuts. Oh, yes. Do they just have more counterspells? Sort of seems that way. Now we can double spell. So I guess let's attack. I think Facet Reader is going to be a little bit more important to us than Glimmerbell, so we'll start the Glimmerbell first. I'll let both of those go. So they may be holding up. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It's nasty. 4 power first strike. That's good. That's real good. Oh boy. Well, we can kill her, hopefully.
Let me demonstrate the prowess of my ancestor. Think, then act.
Oh man, that is disgusting. Draw a card, then discard. When you discard, it deals damage equal to converted mana cost. Wow, that was so good. Now we can't mutate Heron and kill it. That's a bummer. Alright, well, let's attack Narset, I guess. If they block with Facet Reader, we can cycle Void Beckoner and kill their Facet Reader and then play Goriak, I guess. I think that's the best thing we can do right now. And then we can, yeah, then we'll just play Goriak. And then hope to be able to kill Narset next turn. Would like to hold up Essence Scatter too, but we need a Mutate Enabler in play here. Thought Fertile was going to be great. I think Fertile is still good, but yeah, Farfinder is obviously way better.
To open the mind, you must first open the heart.
Farfinder, of course, being colorless. It's hard to compete with that. Opponent is going off here. It's going to be real hard for us. We need to draw removal. So now we've got 7 mana, so we can do, we can Goriak, Cavern Whisperer all at once. This is going up to 4 next turn, so the Heron mutation would finish it off. We still need to find an answer to this shark. I guess we could double block the shark. But that doesn't solve our Narset problem. Anyone beat a Narset M?
Strike with a cunning mind.
I mean, if you're in the dedicated blue-red spells deck, that'd be pretty tough to beat. I think this card's better than I thought. Draw and discard essentially lets you cast a spell for free. Jeez. Alright, well, we kind of have to... Do we have to block here? If we go to 1, it's going to be pretty hard for us to win. I think we're supposed to block. Maybe we can draw... Oh, that's true too. Yeah, cycling would kill us. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. So Fertilid plus Heron gives us a 5/6 flyer. So maybe that can block the shark. It's the only move we really have. I think we're pretty dead this game. Gain a life, that's not bad. This is a pretty interesting deck. So it looks like they're... I'm not really sure what the theme of their deck is. This blue-red just stuff. They got a bit of a cycling thing going on. They got a bit of a spells thing going on. Just very tempo-y. Just could never get back from behind there. Okay, we go first. We got Fertilid, so that helps. So let's keep. Blue-red play Narset. Yeah, Narset, really impressive. I was not high on that card. I mean, you got to be able to cast it. That's what makes it so tough, but you can splash. Ah, that's awkward. All right. Play Fertilid. If we do hit the island next turn, we'll be psyched. If not, we can Fertilid for it. Or not. Alright, well, we can't do that, so yeah, we'll just hollow it up. Do you want to cycle Void Beckoner for no value? Probably not. We're okay to just play a 3/4 flyer here. Not the most exciting. That deadweight really took the wind out of our sails. I don't think we're supposed to trade. No mutate. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Okay, we've got the Curdle for Cavern Whisperer. And we've got Essence Scatter, so if they go for a mutation, could maybe punish that. I'm down to trade our Deadeye for theirs. Are we attacking with Heron or not? I suppose we are. There's no chance we're blocking with it. It's our only creature. This is going to be awkward. So we either have to decide whether we want a Blood Curdle, Cavern Whisperer, or Deadeye their Deadeye. I guess we'll just Curdle the Whisperer. Well... well, we don't have to do that this turn. Maybe we just Deadeye their Deadeye. Let's just keep our less conditional removal in hand. Probably got to counter that. We're just too far behind. Okay, so now we're at 7 mana, so one more land and we can play Beckoner, which would be pretty nice. A new single. That's funny. Okay. Well, we're just gonna kill this, I think. We don't really want to take 4, do we? If they mutate onto it, we're gonna hate that as well. Yeah, we got the new song coming out tomorrow. Pretty excited about it. So yeah, please do go and pre-save if you're available, or if you're able, if you have Spotify. Okay, let's hit a land. Big old land drop. Oof, not a tapped one. Come on now. Another Deadeye? Wow. It's Deadeye.deck over there. So yeah, do go over to Spotify, and if you don't have Spotify, it'll be available everywhere else as of tomorrow. So iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon Tunes, all that stuff. Okay, we've got an 8/8. Is that good? Probably not. They probably just have removal for it. No! Stop! Man, that deadweight just did it. Ooh! This is sick! Okay. That deadweight did a lot of damage to our game plan. Okay, so we're gonna make a copy of Beckoner, I guess, and fight Deadeye with it. That's kind of nice. We don't get to play Facet Reader though. So we don't have double blue, but or we make a copy of. No, that doesn't work. No, we need a copy of Void Beckoner, right? Pay with RG. Yeah, definitely. Hey. Dope. Mountain Dew and stuff. Oh, yeah. That felt good. We got Facet Reader to block Nipper. Also, like... oh, jeez. Okay. Oh. I was going to say, if they don't play a blocker, they can't really attack us. All right, we'll play Facet Reader. Mr. Pollywog. Not down to attack with the 8/8. I want them to have to spend mana every turn or not attack us. I want to trade it for a 2/1 Death Touch. Mono removal over there. G-Bell. Yep. It's their only white, yeah. So there's no sense in trading this for a 2-drop. It represents either messing up their mana or you know, holding back their Nipper, because we would just trade Poliwag for the Nipper at this point. Sea Wisp. Let's do it. We're awkwardly looting with nothing to discard. It's milling 1. So they got maybe a Blood Curdle in hand. That's nasty. They can do it in response to the trigger, eh? Do they get to do that? I don't think they do, actually. I think if you want to kill... If you want to use that removal spell, if that was a removal spell, which obviously it wasn't, but if they wanted to use that removal spell... I should be able to untap this, right? Before attacks? You can let it land, cast before the trigger resolves. It looked like they did have that window, eh? So that's annoying. Then Blood Curdle still gets you like a 2-for-1. Yeah, Checkpoint Officer not great against this 4/4 flyer we've built here. Yeah, that cycle would have been a free Death Touch counter to the Sabertooth at the very least. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Is there a way we can die here? Am I supposed to take 2? I think I am. This lets us attack with the 8/8. Kind of want to block with the 8/8. Oh, they got Scorpion, that's why, eh? Well, we're going to get to gain a couple life off of this guy if we put it on Cavern Whisperer. Or if we put it on Heron. There's nothing on the Heron, but if we did put it on Heron, we could draw a card and drain them for 1. Or just put it on the Symbiote. But we don't really want to put it on the Symbiote, because Symbiote can block the Scorpion. You can also just play it as a 3/3. Yeah. But the loot happens first, I think. So we don't really get to benefit from it. But yeah, I'm kind of down for this. I don't know. We also need to like keep in mind how many blockers. You know what? I think I'm just gonna play this as its own thing. We need to have enough blockers available that we can deal with them having like checkpoint officer and all this other stuff. It would have been sweet to draw symbiote, but we wouldn't have. We would have milled it. So whatever our next card is the card we would have drawn off the Heron trigger. Well, we can definitely untap. Pretty sure that'll fizzle the spell. Yeah. Well, glad I did not miss the untap in response to the checkpoint officer, because that damage mattered a lot. All right, we're going first. This is an easy keep. We can cast everything. We got symbiote and a Heron, so we like this one. Okay, we're gonna symbiote. Underscore? There it is. So we get to just hold up S and scatter this turn. That's not too bad. Get in for 2. Okay, let me get this code going here. Let me know if that works for you. Opponent missed the land drop, so we're just gonna make a big flyer. Pop. Just been playing too long. Yeah. Bonus points if you can, what's the combo with Cadaverous Bloom? Anybody? Anybody? So we can either copy this Heron. Don't mind that. Another 4/5 flying. Does it take the counters on it as well? It probably doesn't, right? But I mean, a 4-mana 4/5 flyer is pretty sick. I think I'm just in for that. Oh, yeah, it comes as a 3/4. Shoot. What was I thinking? Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's not the worst. Like, 4-mana 3/4 flying is still pretty good. But I don't love that play. Frostbloom, yeah. Exactly. So Prosperity. X and a blue. Everybody draws X cards. But if you read articles about that deck, people just say that, like, the key to winning with that deck is just cheating. Because apparently the guy who piloted it to the win was, like, a notorious cheater. Although I think everybody was kind of cheating back then. It was kind of just, like, gamesmanship. If you can get away with it, then you're allowed to cheat. All right, opponent goes first. We got a weird one here. I think we keep it, though. We can get a mountain with Evolving Wilds. We got Essence Scatter on 2. We've got Lead on 3 if we don't hit a creature. And then we've got a Mutate after that. So I don't mind the hand. It's a little weird looking, but I think it's pretty good. Yeah, and then you kill them with Drain Life, I guess. The OG X damage spell in black. Just make a bunch of mana and just drain them for 20. There is one lyric in the new song that's coming out tomorrow where I say, wondering if there was anything I could have changed. Because, you know, at the end of every loss, you're just thinking back, could I have done anything different? It's got a little bit of MTG meaning to it in a weird way. Okay, Okay, we're gonna try and scatter something here. Still haven't found a mutate enabler, but boy, we got a lot of nice payoffs. Pretty much gonna counter anything since we want to spend our mana for the next several turns. So we'll go for the lead here. We get 3 cards off of it. That's pretty sweet. We're gonna have to discard to hand size. That's the only awkward thing. So does that mean we're discarding a forest? I mean, we'll take all 3 and figure it out. I think we just pitched the forest. So again, awkward that we don't have double blue. Be nice to double spell next turn. We might just play Porcuparrot next turn, because then we can mutate something else onto it and start pinging things. But it is pretty nice to have it on Glimmerbell. Awkward. Awkward to be sure. This thing's gonna get pretty big. I guess we'll start with the bell. Start with the bell. We maybe we just put Heron on it next turn. We can't cast Cavern Whisperer yet. Bell, put Heron on it, and then maybe put the Parrot on it after that, and then we can start shocking things. Repeatedly. Opponent says no thanks. Well, we either play Fertile in this turn and mutate onto that, or we play Parrot as a thing to mutate on. I think we'll just play the Parrot. It uses all of our mana. It blocks their 2/3. A little bit awkward, but we need to get these herons going. Oh yeah, we're 5 color, baby. We're doing it. I will take 2 here. Can't lose this creature right now. Yeah, we ended up cutting that what was that thing called? The Necropanther? Because it needed black. It needed double black or black white. And brought in the Parrot since it is, you know, only needs single red. And the Mythos, the blue Mythos that copies, if you have red mana, it makes your thing fight. So I liked that a little bit better than the Necropanther. Do we want to attack for 3? Doubt we're blocking. We didn't block last turn. Why would we block this turn? I think we'll just get in. And then if we draw another land, we could go Facet Reader into Blood Curdle, or just maybe just stick a Cavern Whisperer on this thing and just keep going. Facet Reader Whisperer seems pretty good. Yeah, the parrot's a sweet one. It's best on the Glimmerbell in our deck, which our Glimmerbell got killed, but being able to throw around 2 damage is pretty sweet. Alright. So Glowstone's got Trample. Hoping to see a land here. We do not. I think we just mutate this though. Drain them for a couple, draw another card. Back for more incoming, that'd be pretty gross. At least this will have Death Touch at that point. This is also pretty sick with the parrot ability, right? So we're not going to attack with it. We'll just hold it back. Because if they do go back for more on the Godzilla, we can kill it. And if they don't, at the end of the turn, we can kill their spider. This is pretty cool. Pretty psyched right now. Just don't kill my heron. Let us have fun. I think we're okay with that. They don't have back for more mana anymore. Sick. Death Touch Pinger. Love it. The Wag. Alright, well now we can just develop our mana. And, we'll have, we can just sort of get whatever they play at this point. What are we getting with this? I guess a green source? Or maybe a black source? I think we'll just get a green source. We'll play Fertilid. We can start using Fertilid. Again, we'll just pass the turn. As long as this Heron is untapped, we can deal with whatever they play. And we need to play around the possibility of them having back for more with that 11/11 or some kind of reanimation. So we don't want to be attacking with our 3/4. We just want to hold it up. Down to block. See how much mana they want to invest into it. So that takes them off back for more if they don't have an untapped land in hand. I guess we'll just kill it. If they do back for more, it's still like a 2 for 1 in our favor. Since they have to... well, I guess it's a 1 for 1 technically. But they don't get to keep that creature around. It's going to die. We're pretty far ahead on cards in hand. Alright. It's dead. Awkward. I guess we want a Cavern Whisperer at this point. Do we have enough? We do have enough to Polywog first as well. Yeah, so let's do that. Mutate this guy. Discard Goriak at this point. And yeah, let's attack for some damage. Use Facet Reader end of turn. They're at 9. We've got... maybe we should have attacked, actually. Because we would have lethal this turn if we had done that. So I guess we just put Whisper on Fertilid. That should do it, right? Really need Migration Path. Yeah, so that's 10 damage. Menace. Alright, that was crazy. Yeah, we should have attacked with a 1-2, you're right. Didn't end up mattering, but... So we got Symbiote into Heron. I think that's good enough. If the Symbiote dies, we're going to be in a bit of trouble, though. Let's do another giveaway. We'll think of a newer card here. This is a common. Black. Black common. 5 CMC. 5 total mana. Another Heron's not too bad. Nope. Final Death is has the correct casting cost though. 4 and a single black. 4 and a black. Ooh, that's a nice draw there, the Farfinder. I guess we'll be getting black with that. Ooh, we're up against cycling though. This is no joke. Probably blocking if they attack. 4B, black common. It's a creature. They are gonna attack. We need to kill this. There's no way we can let that live. As nice as it would be to have Symbiote. Fortunately, we have Farfinder, which enables our mutate stuff. So we'll start there. Could play Goriak also, actually. We're not in dire need of mana fixing right now. Maybe we just play Goriak since it blocks. 4 and a black for a creature at common. It's a new-ish card. Yeah, we'll Heron here. Migration Path also not bad, but we'll take the card when we can get it, I think. don't have Divine Arrow. 4 and a black, creature, common, 5 toughness it has. 5 toughness. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so there's our black source. So if we migration path for red blue, we can play Mythos to try to kill something next turn. Or we just play a Farfinder. I think it's better to just play Migration Path, get this over with while we're not under a huge amount of pressure, because we really want to be able to kill that that 3/1 when it comes back down. Does mean we're taking 4 damage this turn from Moloch, but that's the way it goes. Nope, that's a bummer. That hurts me. That hurts me a lot. We're in big trouble now. Jeez. Okay, I think we're dead. Glimmerbell can pick up, let's see. We could target Moloch with this and kill Valiant Rescuer that way. I guess that's what we want to do. And then we still got 3 mana. We can play Farfinder. Get our planes, I guess. Or we can mutate Hemophage. I don't think that's as good, though. Hey, we get our migration path back. Cool. Kill, kill, kill. Well, I don't think we're going to end up playing it. We don't really need the planes right now, but I think we're good for everything else. We might as well just grab it. What's up, Popo? 82482, welcome. Rage Scar Berserker Story is not the card. It's a little bit older than that one. 4 and a black, creature, 5 toughness. Rage Scar Berserker, I think it was a 5 power. 5 toughness, 5 toughness. Okay, well this worked out reasonably well, didn't it? They didn't do anything. They just cycled and dealt us damage. So, we play Heron. We could potentially put the Phage on it afterwards. Draw extra cards, drain them. Don't hate that. Ooh, the parrot. That parrot action. How many times is this will have mutated twice? If we put the parrot on it now, we can kill Draneth's Stinger. And then next turn we can put Hemophage on it. And kill the Moloch at that point. So I think that's worth doing. Nice draw there with the land. We'll play Glimmerbell. Whoa. Whoa! Dowser of Lights is correct. Gelman. Very good. Wow, we turned that around. I thought we were dead. That's the power of the mythos of blue dude there. Copy their thing, kill one of their things. Sweet. Great run with that deck.